Hello, everybody. You know what time it is. That's right. Sheridan Mish telling you it's all going to be okay. I'm here for you 27 days in a row now telling you that it's all going to be okay. And my story's not changing. I'm coming with the same message because I know it's true. And the fact that you're watching me means you know it's true as well. I'm telling you, I didn't even think I'd be doing this on a regular basis. I just got on that first day because I got done with my run. I was all thinking in my head during my run how difficult times were and how people were just kind of losing their mind. And that was just like day one of quarantine and shutdown. And just to let you know that it's all going to be okay. And we are going to get through this. There's no question about it. You've got to stay strong and for yourself and as well as for others. I've got to tell you tonight, I'm going to tell you a quick little story. But before I'm going to tell you a few different stories, I guess. The first story is this, kids, because that's the first thing I listed, because I said the other night how I'm getting ready to go live. I go live, like I'm trying to go live at 10 o'clock every night. And don't you know, it doesn't fail. It's like, I'm going to go live. Hey, everybody, I'm going to go live. And then someone's got to come through and do something. Well, tonight, Andrew's going around. He's looking for his hat, looking for his sneakers, looking for his car keys, because he's got to go get something. So it's crazy, right? The kids are just going around. Which leads us to the next little story I want to share. So this morning, we're having our Easter tradition, which we have no Easter tradition in our family because we're a hockey family. And typically, a lot of Easters we're not around because there's usually some sort of hockey tournament. There's always a hockey tournament going on Easter weekend. It's a women's hockey tournament, female hockey tournament. It's in Brampton, Ontario. It's the longest running women's hockey tournament, and this would have been the 52nd year, I think, in a row, but they didn't have it because of coronavirus. So it was the longest running women's hockey tournament in the world. 52 years it was going to be this year. So I'm going to tell you about that, and that's why I'm wearing the CMI Bobcats Coach Mish jacket. This thing's been retired for 4 years. I haven't had this on in 4 years. I haven't had this hat on in 4 years. I'll tell you about that in a second. But today, so our our Easter tradition. There is no tradition because we're typically on the go and not usually having the kids all together. So today, it was something new. It's our new normal, right? Because that's what everybody says. It's the new normal. So what did we do? We woke up, we worked out, had breakfast, did some work around the yard, work around the house, trimming trees, planting plants, cleaning, and then I went for a run, came home, and made hamburgers on the grill. That's our tradition. That was our Thanksgiving dinner. Hamburgers on the grill. Because that's what we had. Because I wasn't going out to the store and getting anything, and that's what we had. Hamburgers and fries. Yeah, hamburgers and fries. And broccoli. We had some broccoli. Irene had steamed some broccoli. So that was our dinner. It was great because we were together, and that's one of the things is that just to be appreciative of the time that we have together as a family, together collectively as a society, and this is the way that we're able to have some sort of interaction, some sort of. Did I say Thanksgiving, Irene? Easter? I'm all confused. I don't even know. We're never around for holidays. It doesn't even matter. Thanksgiving, we're normally at a hockey tournament somewhere. Christmas, there's always a hockey tournament between Christmas and New Year's, so we're rarely ever home. And Easter, like I said, I don't even know. Like, that's the thing. We don't have, our tradition is hockey. That's our family tradition, hockey. That's it. So, holidays, that's We just don't have it. So today, while we're here eating breakfast, and it's great because we're all here together, and there's this cap, this bottle cap that's been on the table for a couple of days or so, and it just has been sitting there. Like, I don't know why it's there. I don't know why no one has thrown it out. And so I grabbed it, and I figured this is a great time to ask the question because everybody's here. So we're going to get answers, right? Because, someone's going to, because everybody can't say it's not me. It's somebody. Because I know nobody else has been in the house. So we got all 5 people. Someone had to have this cap. And for some reason, the bottle that it went to is gone and put away, recycled, thrown away, but they decided to leave the cap there. I'm not the person that did it. So I ask, and then, so Andrew says it's Pedialyte. It's a Pedialyte bottle cap. And so then Allison starts yelling at him about why you drinking Pedialyte. And he's drinking it because he was hungover the other day. He had too much alcohol, so he was hungover, and that's how he was getting his electrolytes and his hydration the next morning. So then Allison starts yelling at him because it's a kid's drink. And she's telling him, like, suck it up. Why are you drinking kids' drinks? Drink some water and go for a walk. It's great. I mean, a bottle cap turns into this family argument for absolutely no reason. It was comical, and what was great, too, is I just ended up taking my phone. I'm like, I got to start recording this, so I recorded it. Oh, gosh, it was great. It was great. Yeah, so we loved it. What do I want to tell you about? The hat, the jacket, the CMY Bobcats, this right here, this was my last year coaching the CMY Bobcats, which played out of Clinton and Rome. It was the 2 home rinks that we had, and that was 4 years ago. And the tournament, like I said, is held Easter weekend every year. And so it was just what we did. We went up to Canada, went to Brampton, had the hockey tournament. And year after year after year, I mean, we had girls going, gosh, it was probably with Autumn's group, like 5, 6, 7 years that we went. And just kept building, and the girls gained experience. They got a little better every year. But 4 years ago, the last year that we went, the girls won. And that was our last year with the CMY Bobcats. Autumn ended up going to a team in Rochester after that, and among some other girls. But this hat, this was my hat. This hat was actually made by a patient of mine, and I guess I can't say who, right? Because that might be a confidentiality issue. But she knows who she is. She may be watching, and I thank her for that. But she made me this hat, and I wore this hat. She made me multiple hats, and I would wear the different hats that she gave me. And this hat, every time I wore it, like, the girls on our team really liked it, but girls on other teams liked it as well. And they would always, like, say something when I had this hat on. And I don't know what it was. I think this hat made me less intimidating for the girls. So I started wearing it. Plus, other coaches really started making fun of me. So I thought that was great. Let me wear this hat. Let the stupid coaches on the other team make fun of me, chirp me. The parents can make fun of me, and let me be the target. That's great. Rather than my girls that are on the ice. So that's okay. This was my hat. And I wore this hat for a number of years, but I haven't put it on in 4 years. Once we won that tournament, Easter Sunday, 4 years ago, I said, I'm done. I'm retired. Jacket came off. The hat came off. That was it. We went out on top. And so me putting this on and digging this out from the archives, it's going to somewhere special in my heart. And just to think of all the different people that we're on the Mish Crazy train and being a part of the CMY Bobcats. Yes, stretch Ari. That's I'd be yelling for Ari to stretch most of the time, but other girls ended up getting that together. So yes, the Bobcats were the team of the crazy coach. That's correct. So here's This is the puck from the CMI Bobcats. We use this puck for all of our home games. Well, not this one puck. We had multiple of them. But one of the things with the girls that season, and I know this is backwards, but it says first to three. The girls learned how to compete. They learned to set small goals to get larger goals. And what these girls knew is that they were undefeated that season when they would score the 3 goals as quick as possible. So once they started figuring out the little steps to win, the little steps to compete, whether it was getting the puck just out of your defensive zone, get it over the blue line. Like once you got above the tops of circles, just get it out. You know, we're not going to turn it over. In defensive zone, they stayed between the puck and the net, and they got in the shooting lanes. They blocked shots. In the offensive zone, they got pucks to the net and they crashed the net hard. I mean, little things that the girls learned how to do to be successful, that to win a tournament, to win and finish their season in the fashion that they did. It built over the course of a season, and the little victories and little lessons that they learned. And it really, like I said, it wasn't even just that one season. It was season after season. These girls went to that tournament year after year after year. They got better and better and better to get that success. But what they did was, they knew that if they could score 3 goals first, they were going to win. They knew it. And once they had that confidence in their heart, in their mind, that they went out and that was what they went for. That's what they shot for. They went to go get those 3 goals. They didn't play scared because they knew if they sat back and just tried to win with 1 or 2 goals, it wasn't gonna be high odds of winning. We needed to get 3 goals, and we needed to get 3 first. So they had to put the effort in. They had to go out there and hustle. They had to put in that urgency with what they were doing. And that's the thing. And that's what I've been saying with these videos when I'm telling you that it's all going to be okay. It's not just going to all be okay because it's all going to be okay. You have to do something to make it all be okay. It's all going to be okay if you do something, if you take action, if you have the confidence, if you know it in your mind and you know it in your heart and you take the steps to make it okay. That's when it's going to be okay. Not because I say it, but because I'm telling you that you can make it all okay. But you've got to know what you're trying to accomplish. You've got to know the little steps you're going to take to get to that level of success. So what are your things that you can do? And this is going to sound, so I wrote this in the title of today's video, but these certain times, because I said the other night how I don't like those 3 overused words, and one of the overused words right now is uncertain times. These uncertain times. And so that's what's being put into you. You're hearing that. You're seeing it on times on the news, on commercials, these uncertain times. Which then, if everybody's telling you it's uncertain and you just, then now you're confused and you're don't have the confidence. And that's chipping away at you all day long. You got to come back and say, no, there are certain times. These are certain times. And this is what I am certain about. Because there are things that you can count on every day that you know and that you have power and control over. You've got to take those steps. Those are those little victories, like that group of 12-year-old girls that are able to figure out what it takes to win. You have to win the day, win the week, win the month. You're going to win the year. We're going to all get through this, and it's all going to be okay. But you've got to know the steps that you're going to take to accomplish that. So what certain things do you know? Well, I'm not going to go Annie on you. Well, I guess I will. Because, the sun will come out tomorrow. It's gonna. The day is gonna, the night turns into day. The sun's going to be up in the morning. That's something you can count on. It's all going to be okay tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. That's right. It's all going to be okay tomorrow. You have control what you want to do. Time is ticking. Time ticks at the same rate. It's going to happen. It's just going. Okay? You can count on that. You can budget your time appropriately. You can be productive with the time that you're doing. Tyler, the sun will come out in central New York. The clouds just obscure the view, but the sun is there. And that's the confidence, is you've got to see it. You got to see it in your mind's eye because it's there. It's there even though you can't see it. And that's the knowledge and the heart and the confidence that you've got to have here. Age. We're all getting this. Listen, patients say to me all the time, I shouldn't say all the time, patients say to me frequently, oh, is this just normal because I'm getting older, or this is normal part of aging, or they'll say something like, oh, they're like, I'm just older than you. And the thing is, age, we're all aging at the same rate. Time keeps ticking. Just some people got a head start. That's all. But what you make of the time that you have, what you make with the years that you have and the days ahead of you, that's what counts. That's what counts. What are you going to make of it? Your breath. Your breath. You can guarantee that you are going to have another breath. Because if you don't, you're dead. And if you're dead, you don't have to worry about it. Simple. So, and it's ironic that I'm saying that we're dealing with this coronavirus crisis, and COVID is literally taking people's breath away. But that's the thing. You can't live in fear. Fear is not real. Fear is in your own mind. The most dangerous place for you to be is in your own head. That's where fear is. The only thing you have to fear is fear itself. No, because fear is not real. So you shouldn't even fear it. It's only what you make in your head. That's it. Your breath. You can control your breath. Take some time. Deep breaths. Close your eyes. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. Do that again. In through your nose. Deeply. Out through your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth. One more time. In through your nose. Out through your mouth. You can control it. The government has no control. When they try to scare you and put the fear in you, and that changes the way you're breathing, you say, heck no, I'm taking control right now. I'm going to do what Sheridan said. It's all going to be okay. I'm going to sit back, close my eyes, take 3 deep breaths, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and get connected with yourself. Disconnect from what they are saying, connect within yourself. You control that. You control what you put in your mouth. You control what you eat. Guess what I've got? For those of you who know what I like to eat? Yogurt. That's right. I'm on the dairy diet. I love yogurt. I eat multiple things of yogurt per day. I think I eat at least 3 servings of yogurt. Noosa is one of my favorite brands of yogurt. Noosa should sponsor me. But Noosa, one of the things I really love about the Noosa brand of yogurt is it's sweet. It's typically sweeter than most, but it has a high fat content as well. It's very, very, very dessert worthy. This Noosa is key lime. Key lime. Not key lime pie, just key lime. They left the graham cracker crust out. So, yeah. That's it. Give me some Noosa. Not worse than you with ranch, Allison. Eating this is normal, Allison. If I put this with Swiss cheese, that maybe I would be as bad as you, Allison. but eating that is normal. So control what you eat. Fuel yourself with healthy food. If you put clean food into your body, you're going to be fueled properly. You're going to be right with your mind, right with yourself physically. It's going to have an effect and an improvement on your emotional status as well. Control what you eat. Sleep. You can control your sleep. You can control what time you go to sleep. You can control what time you wake up. Set an alarm. Don't set an alarm. Choice is yours. You control it. If you set the alarm, wake up when it goes off, or control how many times you're going to hit snooze. You have control. The government does not. You control it. Have that power within you. Gratitude. I talked about gratitude before. I am going to challenge you to this. I'm going to challenge you to this. So, one of the things when it comes to learning is that people learn in different ways. Some people learn kinesthetically, that they need to take action to make something happen and to learn it. Some people need to see it. Some people need to speak it. Some people need to hear it. So when it comes to gratitude and just being appreciative of the things that you're grateful for, some people write a gratitude journal, which certainly is a good idea. But I'm going to challenge you to this between now and tomorrow's video. I want you to write down 10 things that you're grateful for. You have to write it down. So you'll have to take a piece of paper, put it in your notebook, whatever you're going to do it with, but write down, say, you can write, I am grateful for, ... And then you can write 10 different things down. That's all. Just come up with 10 things. And maybe the first few things come easy. You might have to think a little bit harder to get to 10. But I want you to just look at things that you have control over. You have control of the gratitude that you put out there into the universe, the gratitude that you let others know that you're grateful for. I would love if after you did that, you also sent me a message on Messenger and just said, Sheridan, this is what I'm grateful for. And if you just list 10 things, I would love to see that. It would mean so much to me if you did that. But by physically writing it down, that's part of the kinesiology, the kinesthetic way of learning, the kinesthetic way of ingraining that and putting that into your body, into your soul, into your being. Write it out. And by writing it, you also see it. And then you have to speak it, and then you can hear it. So that's the other part that I'm going to have you do. I'm going to challenge you to that. When you write down the 10 things that I am grateful for, ... write out the 10 different things. You've seen it, you've thought about it, you've written it, send it to me, that would be awesome. But when you speak it, and you, like I said, when it comes out of your lips, you are going to manifest more gratitude. You are putting that out into the universe, you're putting that out, that positive energy out there. And whether you let whomever or whatever know that you're grateful for them, or they, or who, or what, you're just putting it out there, it's going to make a difference. It's going to make a difference. For you, because you control it, it's going to make a difference for everybody else as well. So, with that said, I'm thankful that you took the time to be with me this evening. I look forward to seeing and reading what you are grateful for. 24 hours before 10 o'clock on Monday, before I come back on the 28th day telling you it's all going to be okay, that's my challenge to you. Write out 10 things you're grateful for. Speak it out loud. Put the positive energy out there. You've got the power. It's all going to be okay. Love every one of you. Thank you so much.